New York City, the city that never sleeps. Millions of people walk its streets every single day, rushing to work, chasing dreams, or simply getting lost in the endless lights. But hidden beneath the skyscrapers and the noise, New York holds secrets, dark, chilling mysteries that most people have never heard of. Tonight we're going to uncover the haunted corners, the strange disappearances, and the stories that make New York more than just a city of dreams, but also a city of shadows. Let's begin at the corner of 72nd Street and Central Park West, the Dakota Building. The Dakota is more than just an address. It's a legend. Imagine living in a place where the rent is nearly $10,000 a month and the walls are filled with ghosts. This 1880s Gothic masterpiece is not just any apartment building. It's a sanctuary for the rich and famous. Or wait, did I say famous? I meant infamous. Yep, we're talking about celebrities with baggage. Who could forget about Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Alec Baldwin, just to name a few? But let's talk about the biggest star the Dakota had ever seen, John Lennon. When he moved in with Yoko Ono in 1971, they were the Beatles, you know, those mop-top lads from Liverpool who sang about peace and love. But behind the music there was tension, lots of it. John and Yoko were hippies in a sea of Wall Street wolves. Can you imagine? They wanted peace, but their neighbors were anything but peaceful. You know, those quiet, polite New Yorkers. Not so much. John couldn't stand the constant commotion and wrote songs about it, like the hilariously titled How New York City Sleeps. Well, maybe it doesn't. But let's get back to the legendary musician. On December 8, 1980, after signing copies of his new album, Double Fantasy, with Yoko by his side, he decided to take a stroll around 10 p.m. But then disaster struck. A crazed fan shot him dead outside the Dakota. Can you imagine the shock? The whole world mourned the loss of the Beatle, and the Dakota became a shrine for fans. Even though John was gone, his presence lingered. Yoko even claimed she saw him playing the piano and telling her not to be afraid. But John wasn't the only spirit hanging around. People had reported seeing ghosts long before the Fab Four moved in. They called it the friendly little girl. Dressed in old-timey clothes, she appeared and disappeared throughout the years. And it wasn't just her. Some tenants witnessed objects moving on their own, like musical instruments or books falling off shelves. And then there were the sounds, disembodied voices, whispers and footsteps echoing through the halls. Now hold on to your hats, because things get weirder. The Dakota was also featured in Rosemary's Baby, a 1968 horror film. The story revolves around a couple who moves into an apartment and gets involved with their neighbors. They start with small requests, but soon they're asking for bigger favors, really creepy stuff. And guess where they filmed the movie? Yep, you guessed it, right here, right now at the Dakota. It got so eerie that some people started whispering about secret societies and occult rituals happening in the basement. And if you're thinking that's all nonsense, well, in 1998, the building's super was arrested for running a satanic cult. He planned to use the Dakota's basement for rituals. Talk about adding fuel to the fire. Anyway, since then, the Dakota's reputation has been cemented. It's one of the most haunted places in New York, and if you want to move in, be prepared to pay a premium. We're talking upwards of $10,000 a month. But hey, if ghosts and creepy cults are your thing, why not? Now let's delve into a different kind of mystery, the crypts of Trinity Church. Imagine walking down Wall Street, dodging the businessmen and tourists, and stumbling upon a little oasis. That's Trinity Church, the oldest church in Manhattan. But don't be fooled by its grandeur. Beneath the stained glass windows and the peaceful atmosphere, there are secret passages leading to crypts filled with bones. Over 200 years, thousands of bodies were buried here, including Alexander Hamilton, the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, and his son, who met their demise in a tragic duel. Now you might be wondering, why bury the rich folks under a church? Well, back in the 18th century, it was a status symbol. It was like having your own private cemetery instead of being crammed into a mass grave. Fast forward to 1942, when construction workers uncovered a crypt during a dig. What they found shocked them. Instead of just a few bodies, they unearthed over 150 skeletons. But here's the weird part. The skeletons weren't buried neatly. They were tossed in randomly. And in 1957, while digging for a new foundation, they found even more bones, over 200 of them. But where did all these bodies come from? You see, the church graveyard was used from 1697 to 1825. But in 1853, they had to close it because, well, it was filled to the brim with bodies. So instead of digging up the old graves, they decided to build over them, laying the foundation for modern-day New York. Now, here's a thought. As you stroll around Lower Manhattan, take a moment to look down. Those very streets could be hiding secret passages leading to underground tunnels. Yep, you heard me right. Tunnels. New York has a dark, mysterious side that most tourists don't get to see. And these tunnels are a perfect example. Here's the deal. Underneath the bustling streets of New York, there's a labyrinth of abandoned subway stations. And I'm not talking about the ones that are closed for a quick renovation. No, these stations have been left to rot, hidden from the public eye. And let me tell you, it's spooky down there. One of the creepiest spots is the old City Hall station. It opened in 1904 and was a big deal back then. The station was a maze of brick archways and chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. But in 1945, it closed its doors for good. Why? Well, it was outdated and not enough people were using it. But here's the twist. No one's ever found the entrance to the tunnels. They're just there, hidden beneath the bustling streets. It's like a secret passageway to another dimension. But that's not the only mystery. People have reported hearing strange noises in the tunnels, like whispers or footsteps, and some have even seen shadowy figures lurking in the darkness. Now here's where things get really interesting. There are rumors that these tunnels are used for secret government experiments. Some say it's a way for them to spy on people without anyone knowing. And let's face it, it makes sense. What better place to hide than in a network of underground tunnels? So next time you're in New York, don't just walk around like a mindless tourist. Look down, because beneath your feet lies a world of secrets waiting to be discovered. Just remember, if you hear any strange noises or see any shadowy figures, don't panic. It's probably just the friendly ghost of New York City. And our final journey takes us to a place where reality blurs with mystery, the abandoned tunnels beneath Grand Central Terminal. Imagine traveling to New York City, standing in the heart of Grand Central Terminal, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of thousands of people. But what if I told you there's a secret lurking beneath this iconic landmark? Grand Central Terminal is a hub of activity. Every day, thousands of commuters pass through its majestic arches and disappear into the labyrinthine network of platforms and tracks. However, hidden beneath this hive of activity, shrouded in darkness and silence, are the terminal's abandoned tunnels. These subterranean passages are a secret known only to a few, a portal to another world. The air is heavy with anticipation as you descend into the cool darkness of the abandoned tunnels. The flickering light of your flashlight reveals a maze of tunnels stretching into the unknown. It's a place where the past and present collide and where the boundaries of reality seem to fade away. The tunnels are filled with an eerie silence, broken only by the distant rumble of trains passing above. You can almost feel the echoes of their footsteps and hear their whispers carried on the wind. It's as if the spirits of those who came before you still linger here, sharing their stories with those who dare to listen. As you venture deeper into the tunnels, you begin to feel a sense of unease. The darkness seems to press in on you from all sides, and the silence becomes deafening. You can't help but wonder what secrets are hidden in these abandoned passageways. Are you brave enough to explore the abandoned tunnels and uncover the secrets they hold, or will you turn back before it's too late? Remember, the abandoned tunnels beneath New York are not just a curiosity. They are a reminder of the city's rich history and the countless lives that have been touched by its magic. They are a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary and where the impossible becomes possible. If you dare to explore them, you may just discover something that will change your life forever. Now, I want to know, what do you think of these mysterious locations in New York? Would you dare to visit them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us on our journey through the unknown. Together, we'll continue to uncover the darkest mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our world.